I am at Bah Bah Blacktail Farm with everyone's favorite shepherdess, Tess. Today we're talking about her new book.
Walk on, sister. Come on, walk on. Walk on. I put this up here so that they don't run into my legs. And if you feed from the end, it's a lot safer. Hi, kiddo. Yeah, running into my legs like that.
Tess, you wrote a book.
I did. I did.
What is it called?
It is called Sheep Whispering 101.
Let's see it here.
Here we are, Sheep Whispering 101.
Nice. So how did you come up with that name?
Well, I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show you. I'm going to show you, Dan.
Uh-oh. Where's this
Make
going?
sure I get the right one.
Oh. The sheep whisperer. Nice.
My daughter and grandchildren gave me that last year after the great interest that I experienced with all the people responding to the video that you made, the Discovering Home video.
Yeah.
So Justin Rhodes released that on Thanksgiving, and for the next 2 months I had nothing but phone calls and contacts and so forth of all kinds of people from all over the world, from Belgium and United Emirates, all over the place, Colombia, you know. I mean, Justin Rhodes has a tremendous reach. And so that video that was you dropping the pebble in the pond, the ripples of that went out very far. And so people called, and generally they were in two groups. Those that just wanted to express, keep going, do it. You're encouraging us, you're impressing us, and so on and so forth. And then the other group was the people who said, I want to do this and I had no clue. You helped me. You let me be encouraged to do it. That if you can do it, then maybe I can do it. That's exactly the kind of people that I wanted to reach, is the ones that they're maybe a little unsure about animals, or they've not done big animals, but they want to do farming and they want to grow their own food, but they want to do it humanely. So consequently, I had all these folks who wanted to, like, can I come stay with you? Can I come do a workshop with you? And so I was pretty overwhelmed, to tell you the truth. And then lambing came and I was even more overwhelmed. And so then all summer long I kept thinking about it as I would mentor folks that came here. And I thought, I need to address something for these folks. So I started writing down all the things that I do, and I came up with the idea of this book. This book is a bit weird, different. It's not what you're going to find in every other book. It's things that you can't find in there. And it's looking at the big picture, trying to figure out how to put it together if you didn't grow up a farmer and you don't have somebody close at hand, The first part of this book, part one of it, is all about, oh, you want to do that? You're in here. You're on page 49.
Is that Lulu?
This is Big Sister.
Oh, Big Sister.
Big Sister, yeah. The first half of the book is a fiction, and it's based on a composite of all the folks that I have been mentoring over the last dozen years. And they come to the farm and they don't know what they don't know. They need to have a frame of reference, because it's no good to start in seeing videos and start in seeing, reading technical books, because it's kind of like, well, whatever. But if they can see in a fictional account people that are like themselves, that have the same objectives, then they can start to learn and see where the information fits in. Then the second half is nonfiction, and that is all the things that one needs to know, like bit by bit by bit. Like, how do I figure out the fencing? How do I figure out how much hay to buy? How big do I make the fencing compartments? What do I do about harvest? What is a humane harvest? What do I do about this and that and the other thing? What about worms? What about this? And then finally, one of the things that I really like about it is I give people all the references, like the best book about dairy for sheep, or the best book about nutrition for sheep, and this author compared to that author, we all have limited funds, and so they can find in one place the reference of, like, the reviews of what can I do to make it work as efficiently as possible with the least amount of input. But this gives a framework. It's a small, not too expensive, not too crazy, like, how do I get started? And I want to do it sustainably. I want to do it humanely, kindly. And also, you'll have a lot of fun reading some of this.
A little bit of a spoiler alert. I heard there's a talking sheep in there.
Oh, spoiler, don't do it. Can you guess which one? That's the question, Dan.
Right. No, I can't.
Yes.
Where can folks go to find it if they want to get a copy?
These are available in a paperback version and also in a Kindle. And so this is all through Amazon. Amazon is the publisher and how it's available. The paperback is $16 or something of that sort. The Kindle is about $5 or free if you're a Kindle membership thing through Amazon. But the important thing is, please, the reason that it's still on Amazon instead of you contacting me is I really need the reviews. I really need the reviews because Amazon has so many books and there are so many wonderful things that it's hard to be noticed.
Right.
So it's all about the people asking for the book, people reviewing the book. Right now I have a 5-star reviews, but I don't have a lot of reviews. So.
We have a little dispute going on over here.
Oh, yes.
Well, it works just kind of like how YouTube works. Well, there's an algorithm and recommendations. So Amazon will recommend books based on what other readers are liking and reviewing and giving their 4 or 5 stars on, just like a YouTube video gets promoted based on views, watch time, and or people engaging with it, leaving comments, thumbs up, that kind of stuff. So let's help Tess out here. Let's get her book. I'll leave a link down below in the description you can click through and get it. And please, yes, if it's great, leave a review. If you have issues with it, what should they do?
Talk to me. Yeah, talk to me. Because I will, this came about because it is for you. It is written for your information, for you. And so if I miss the mark or if I need to do something more in one topic or another, then I will change that. And you'll notice it's 101. Because there will be a 102.
There's a sequel?
Yeah, there will be a sequel because just like Meg and Aaron in the story, they're interested in what do they do about breeding. But that's a step down the line. Mm-hmm. And so I first want people to be capable of doing all this,
right.
in the first place.
As long as I've been making videos about sheep, I always recommend too, like your first year, just get a few feeders. Yeah. Don't even worry about breeding stock.
Right.
And this book is going to get you taken care of for your first year.
Right.
And then, of course, there's a lot of principles that will continue to apply over.
Sure.
But 102...
Yeah, 102, we'll take it from there. And we'll have to do a lot more. Like, if you look at my boys' brag board in there, I have, 7 sets of triplets. And they're all very strong, healthy, big. Mama took care of them all the way through their, it's important for me to have a low mortality and to have good quality of life for these sheep. That's the kind of topic that I'm going to be doing in 102.
But in order for there to be a 102, we have to sell some 101s, right? So let's get on that.
I tried to make sure that though it's a small book, it's very dense of information. And it's the right information for people that are starting out. So they don't waste time, money, and their own efforts. And they're not disappointed by farming.
For $16.99 plus tax.
Yeah.
That's a tiny, tiny, tiny investment. Like, that's for how much you learn and value from that, how much money this book will save you in knowledge and time.
Just about the fencing.
It's such a minuscule investment.
Or how to buy hay right.
Yeah. So definitely worth it.
Yeah.